What's going on, everybody? Joshua Koch, VYPE Media. Now joined by, I don't even know how we caught up with her. She's the fastest girl in Klein ISD. She's the fastest girl in Region 2. Gabbie Hoots of Klein Oak, the Region 2 champion. How does that sound?
Sounds pretty good. Thank y'all so much for having me. Yes, it's pretty amazing. So
your career, you have just gotten better and better and better each year. And talking to Coach Koch the other day, he said you're the engine behind this machine that is Klein Oak cross country. When you hear something like that, what does that mean to you when Coach is saying you're the driving force of this group?
It definitely means a lot, and I literally wouldn't be here without him for sure. Over the last 2 years or so, he's really built up a great program, and it's really helped me contribute to the team as well, because I pretty much being the only me and one other senior here, but I've been the only one that's stuck around for 4 years. So I've pretty much always had this passion, but without him, I wouldn't have probably continued. And so just seeing the team improve and work hard every single day for the last 2 years, but especially this year, as this was our huge goal, was to be district champions and make it to state as a team. It's really amazing to just see all of our hard work pay off.
He was telling me, last year at this time, it was you and I think Elizabeth Winkler that had gone to region, and y'all were sitting there at a dinner, and this was the goal, that you all wanted to get the team to state, and it was a 365-day process. How did you and Liz kind of take this leadership role over the last 365 days to get a team put together that and help be leaders and help the freshmen along to get this team to state?
Yes. So pretty much we started by in track season, we really worked hard as a team. Track's a little bit more individually because we're kind of all doing different events. But as we transitioned into summer, we really worked at recruiting all of the freshmen, because we knew there was a really good group of freshmen coming in. They were all, district champions in middle school. And so that was really encouraging. And so our goal was to keep all of them in cross country. So we went to a lot of their meets and supported them, and we got all of our returning varsity members to just keep working hard, very hard. And over the summer, we met almost every single day and practiced, and we had we had our packs, and Coach had us, at different paces and everything. And we were like, okay, whatever you do, you're staying with this group, no falling off. We're going to bring the freshmen in, and we kind of just incorporated them to where they fit. And we really just have been putting in the work and inside and outside of school, and focusing on the team as a whole instead of running it for ourselves, which I think has been a huge part of us being able to make it to this point, because I know that even like me and Lizzie said last year, it was not very fun to go to region and state with the other teams from Klein ISD, just us two, and not having our team there as well to support, because it's just more of a lonely feeling. And we really wanted our own box at state, because that's a huge deal to us. And at state last year and the year before, we were both, since we ran individually, we were split up at the line, which is super sad, and just it's a lot. It makes it a lot harder to get out there and race. So it was pretty much just keeping the team at the forefront of our minds and realizing, okay, there's going to be bad days and good days, and no matter what, we just have to push through and work together as a team and help each other out during practice by pacing and pretty much keeping everyone focused on the goal, on the end goal.
The end goal, well, it worked out for y'all. Second place overall at the region championship. The team will move on to state. And I think one of the funniest things from the day was maybe when Coach Roper came up with the phone and I was showing the results, and you figured it out quickly, and no one else. It took them a couple of seconds to figure out, and then the celebration started. What was that moment like when you realized, hey, we accomplished our goal we set 365 days ago? We are going to state as a team.
So I was pretty much before that, actually, Coach Koch, we couldn't find Coach Koch, and we were like, where is Coach Koch? And I saw him at the finish line, but he didn't seem very happy. And so I was very worried. I was like, oh no, like how did everyone really run? Because we stay around after we finish and we wait for everyone else to finish and then gather up as a team, you know? And so we were trying to find Coach Koch, but then we ended up just walking off to go get our stuff from the line or whatever. And so then we saw him and we were like, Coach Koch, we were trying to find you and stuff. And Coach Roper had the phone. And I was like, oh no, I was pretty worried about it. But then whenever I saw the results, I just saw the Woodlands and then Klein Oak. And I was like, oh my goodness, I had no idea that we would have been second out of all things. And so I think that was a huge deal. And I mean, I felt relieved for sure, because all I knew was that I had made it so far, because Lydia and Lizzie didn't even know what place they were individually. And so I wasn't really sure. I was like, man, I really want us to go as a team. Like, I want to know the results. So that feeling was just amazing. And it just felt like a whole relief. And just the fact that all of our hard work had finally paid off, and we were continuing to improve. And so, yeah, it was a huge deal. And that video is so embarrassing of me, because I don't think they understood. They just haven't seen as much results. So, you know, some of them were just freshmen starting out, and they're like, what, how do I analyze this and stuff? And I was like, guys, it literally says first Woodlands, second Klein Oak. That's all you have to see. So yeah, it was kind of funny too.
And then I saw there was a picture, I think y'all like jumping up in a lake. I mean, y'all went all out celebrating this second place at region, advancing the state. And just the dinner afterwards, you know, when y'all are eating, like how much different was it? Like a sense of relief, I guess, for you, and also a sense of joy that in a couple weeks you'll have your team with you at the state cross country meet.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So just going home, I think we all just felt very relieved and, like you said, like very joyful, because this was something that, like, it was such a big goal of ours, and it was so nerve-wracking leading up to it, because there are so many good teams in our region and in our district as well, and all of the places are very tight every time. So just, I think it was kind of a little bit of a confidence booster for us too, because we realized, wow, like, we have learned to trust our coach and like his training and getting us to this point, because last year, years before, whenever I felt like I peaked too early in the season, that I wasn't able to hold out like all the way until state. So I think that's a huge part, is that we've really learned to trust our coach, and that showed with how we performed, and we're ready to get after it at state. And that wasn't the end for sure. So.
Yeah, and talking, you know, you individually, you were the District 15 6A champion, you're the Region 2 champion. So, I mean, the eyes are going to be on you a little bit at state, coming in as the one of 4 regional champions in the state of Texas. For you, I know last year I think you finished like 28th in the state cross country meet. What's the goal for you? Is it a top 10 finish? Is it a top 3 finish? I mean, I know the ultimate goal is to win that state championship, obviously. How do you feel going in? What's your internal goal at this point?
Yeah, so I'm pretty much just going to go out there and run my race, but my main goal is definitely top 10, shooting to get with that top 5 pack. But yes, definitely top 10. That's been my goal for a long time. So
finally, before I let you go, as y'all go into state with the team and your final cross country race at the high school level, what do you hope that your legacy will be at Klein Oak when this is all said and done on the cross country course?
I would say I just hope that I leave a legacy of leaders and people that care about the team as a whole, and helping each other out and not running for themselves, because that's the huge part of cross country. And that's honestly how anyone succeeds in cross country, is just building that team atmosphere that we have here. And I just really would love to see that continue, and for people to come back and say, wow, that Klein Oak team, they just really loved each other and helped each other out. And that's how they got so far, is relying on each other. So.
Well, you all will rely on each other on November 6th when you head to the UIL State Cross Country Meet as a team, the Region 2 second place team, and the regional champ, Gabbie Hoots. Gabbie, congratulations on a great season so far. We can't wait to see what you do at the UIL State Cross Country Meet coming up here in a couple weeks.
Thank you so much.